All right, we're back. We wrote down our important note, and we're here with more Child of Light. So this is the map of old Lemuria. So basically, all the areas we've been to, once we click on them, we can fast travel immediately to that area.
That would have been really cool to know. Like, I literally flew back and forth between these areas way more than I needed to.
Well, that's also a nice way to get experience.
Well, that, and I missed so many things.
Yeah.
So, because of just being new at gaming, so I was just like, oh, I'm flying back through here, and then you would look up and be like, hey, you were just here. Shh.
Aw, what's wrong with this guy?
He has an angler light. He's gonna eat her.
Nah. So what is your fascination with anglerfish?
You
talk about them quite a bit.
I do. I don't particularly know. I think it's just because I will probably never get to see one in my lifetime.
Well, yeah, they're way deep in the ocean.
And I'm afraid of water. So. But that, and it's like, whenever I first saw a picture of one, and then they put one in Finding Nemo, I thought that they would be not necessarily small fish, but like maybe the size of like an angelfish or something.
Yeah.
They're massive.
Yes.
Like, they're the size of like a car.
Yeah, they're big.
So I'm intrigued by that. It's like an actual house light bulb that hangs off their face. Not just like a neoluminescent algae.
Ah. Alright, so this is Finn, and he's going to join our party. So now we have a healer and a spellcaster.
I love Finn.
Finn's your favorite? Or have we not met your favorite yet?
In battle, I definitely favored Finn while I was playing. Even when I shouldn't have. I was just like, I enjoy Finn. He can do a lot.
Yeah.
So, which you'll see, in the next battle or so.
It won't take long. There's a lot of monsters in this eerie well.
Oh, the well.
For example, water spiders.
The spiders. Hey, what's down here? Combat.
But first, I almost forgot. Let's give Finn some skill points, shall we?
Nah.
Because, I mean, he knows a lot of spells right off the bat. Like, he knows the basic fire, the basic thunder, and the basic water spells. Which is, like, very common in RPGs, only they swapped Blizzard for water in this.
Huh.
Usually water's not a spell you start with.
Okay.
Blizzard is. Like, in Final Fantasy, it's fire, blizzard, and thunder. And then you can upgrade them to Fira, Blizzara, Thundara. And then you can upgrade it to the ultimate form of Firaga, Blizzaga, and Thundaga.
I feel like those are names of girls I went to high school with.
Did you see what Blizzaga was wearing the other day? Oh my god.
It was the same outfit as Thundara. Oh. That just turned my stomach.
Just think Mean Girls and make it funny.
Yeah, there we go. Her hair's so big because it's full of secrets.
So water enemies are weak to thunder. So...
There we go. Vulnerable to lightning. So, and playing on hard, that means that you can, once you get more oculi for those spiders and things that are vulnerable to lightning, there are different oculi that enhance Aurora's sword with lightning. So she'll do more damage to those creatures because her... That is correct. Sword will just be lightning.
They're fire resistant, which right now, Finn's staff, I gave him a fire oculi.
Okay.
And now a good old thunder strike for you.
Thunder!
The problem with early on is you have so many spells, so little MP. So many spells to cast, so little MP to use.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, we won!
We have to get out of here.
Calm down, master your fear.
There's only a few and a half of us. You couldn't just disappear.
How's that for role reversals? You just read for Finn, I'm just like, so do I read for Aurora? Here we go!
Your girl voices are funny, though.
Thank you. Well, if I do anything, like if I was just like...
Just start,
That's what happens.
Just start to die a little.
Yeah, if I do it long term, it'll hurt my throat.
That's how it was for Paper Mario.
The Toad voice, yeah.
Well, that when I was doing Grand's Happy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Trying to voice like an old man, I picked a really like low, scratchy.
Scratchy, mm-hmm.
And I just couldn't do it because I have a Minnie Mouse voice.
Alright, so my sword has the fire oculi. His staff, I believe, also has the fire oculi. So we'll focus on using Finn to cast thunder spells on the water spiders. And I'll just use my sword and whack away at the leaf bird.
The leaf bird?
I don't know what that's supposed to be.
He does look like a leaf bird. I mean,
It's neat.
You're
It makes
making-
bird noises. It goes,
I was gonna say you're not wrong. It's just funny to hear.
well, it's not something riveting that you'd want to see in the bestiary. Orc, troll, manticore, leaf bird.
Well, if it had a cool name.
The dreaded leaf bird.
I mean, if it had a cool name, if it was like
Burrowbeak.
Burrowbeak.
Nope, that's not good either.
No.
Bladebeak at your service.
Oh, Jesus.
Ta-da! Behold! Bladebeak! As a chicken voiced by Jaleel White is exactly what you need in your children's cartoon. Did you know Steve Urkel was in Quest for Camelot?
I didn't. Okay, and I loved that movie.
I liked it as a kid. I tolerate it as an adult. But it has some things where I'm just like,
See, I really loved it as a kid, and it's just nostalgic for me as an adult.
I like Garrett. Not just because he's voiced by Carrie Elwes. It's nice to have a blind character.
I think I just like... Oh, bravo, you with the beard. Are you a magician?
Well, you might say that.
Come to the circus and try out. She's inviting you to audition. That's not going to be Aurora's voice. That's
Up on
annoying as
stage?
shit.
Are you kidding? Might as well feed me to a griffin.
I think I might be Finn.
Perform on stage, feed me to the beast. It shan't be done.
They're like, no, I'd really rather not. I already completely forgot what we were talking about.
Hold still. Okay,
Oh,
let's see. We were talking about girl voices.
Stick bird. Bird stick?
Yes.
Leaf
and then we
bird.
talked about Quest for Camelot.
Quest for Camelot. I liked it as a child. It's nostalgic for me as an adult. And,
Aha, got one.
and I still watch it. I watched it the day it came out on Netflix. No shame. But for Garrett, I think that it's interesting not only because he's blind, but just his role as a nomad. Like, he doesn't want anything to do with people.
Mm-mm. He's a hermit.
Yeah. I respect that. I have a hermit tattoo. Like, I don't like people. So, naturally, I liked Garrett because he also does not like people.
All right.
He just ostracized himself in the forest. But the fact that he was not born blind, I also respect. Like, he lost his vision.
Yeah.
So, and then he learns to trust again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these are the cute spiders with the glow-in-the-dark eyes.
Yep.
Don't they look like they have underbites?
Yes, they do. Little like.
No, they're so cute. They're like Bill Cower spiders.
See, if this was a popular game, there'd be like plushies of Igniculus and the
Oh,
spiders
I'm
and
making
stuff.
an Igniculus plushie.
Oh, you are?
You guys can look forward to that on a Kitty Crafts episode. Like, he is so cute. I need him. He's gonna sit in my office. So that, like, while I'm working, I can, like, type and just turn on an
He reminds
Igniculus
me
lamp.
of the slime enemies from the Dragon Quest enemies. Dragon Quest, oh my gosh. He reminds me of the slime enemies from the Dragon Quest games. There we go. They're like little, like, blue dewdrops or whatever.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture, and like they make plushies of those because it's a very popular creature.
Okay.
So you could like use those as a reference for the Igniculus plushie.
Well, that's the thing is like,
Everyone's wounded. The monsters are wounded, and Finn's wounded.
Everyone's half dead. Oh.
Mostly dead.
Mostly ghostly.
But you were saying?
I forget what I was saying.
Okay.
The plushie. I do sell. And I'm fairly a crafty person, so I will figure out how to make an Igniculus plushie.
Woohoo!
But I want him to light up, so I'm gonna need some battery operated
Ooh.
lights. Yeah.
Oh wow! You're gonna play with electricity. Some wiring.
Yeah.
Some wiring in your plushie.
Oh god, I'm gonna catch myself on fire. No, I'll use like battery operated.
Okay.
So that way I'm not connected.
Okay.
I can't complete any circuits.
I'm excited. Maybe we'll get it done like when we finish the playthrough.
Oh.
As like a cap off of our initially planned cap off.
There you go.
Cap off of a cap off.
It's like the boss after the boss.
Don't joke about that. You've been blessed so far with the games, but so far it's just like
haven't had to
this
face
is the
any of
final
those
boss.
yet.
Psych! This is the final boss.
Just kidding.
Like, this isn't even my true form! You fools! Which, apparently, that quote comes from a misunderstanding of a Dragon Ball Z quote.
Oh?
Because apparently, that quote was never said.
Oh.
It was just, there was a line similar to it. But the word, this isn't even my true form, is actually never even spoken.
Well, it's the same with Beam Me Up, Scotty.
Yeah. It's
Luke, I am your father.
Mandela effect?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's called, the Mandela
when
effect.
It's like,
you remember things. Like
just
Berenstain,
just like a little different.
Looney Tunes spelled as the music instead of Toons.
Yeah. Well, one thing any of my friends will tell you is I often get things just wrong enough to avoid copyright.
Yeah. You're the living Mandela.
Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a donkey. I was convinced that was the correct.
You don't say.
It is not.
No, not at all.
He went to town on a pony.
Yes. Anything else?
Nothing I can share on camera.
Fair enough. Tune in for the explicit after hour special.
The PG-13.
After you tuck the kitties to bed.
Oh, get it? Because if you subscribe, you're a pupper.
Uh-huh.
Which means your chillins are for kitties.
Your chillins?
Your children. Your chillins.
I've never heard chillins before.
I think that might just be like a family. Like my family called us chillins. What was that?
That was Osmosis Jones. He goes, first off, have you ever seen Osmosis Jones?
No.
Okay, it's a very funny comedy that takes place in the human body about a white blood cell and a pill. Anyways, there's one scene where he looks down and he's voiced by Chris Rock, so he goes, "Alright, we're driving with the windows up. I don't want none of them fruity bubbles sinking up my ride."
There's an anime about like the bloodstream and inside the body called Cells at Work.
Oh, is that what Cells at Work is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Very cool, very cool.
Cool.
Alright, so there's a lot of spiders down here.
Well, I mean, you're underground. You're in a well.
Uh-huh.
There's gonna be some spiders.
There's gonna be some spiders. Not gonna be no mores.
But, like... Okay, so Ren had a spider living at his house.
Oh, we're gonna talk about my orb weaver?
Yes, it was like one of those big yellow and black orb weavers.
Mm-hmm.
And I said that they should drop a contract where she can remain on the porch and eat all of the, like, mosquitoes and flies and stuff, but she's just not allowed inside.
Yeah. She lasted for 3 days. Didn't even give me a 2 weeks notice. She just left.
Aww.
Didn't show up. Didn't show up for her next shift.
I genuinely love those spiders. I had one as a child. I, like, found it on the side of my middle school, and I put it in a jar, and I took it home, and my mom was horrified.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too happy.
But she told me I could keep it if I kept it in the jar. I kept it in the jar, and she made a nest, laid her eggs, and then died.
Yeah.
I was very upset.
Aww.
I was little. I didn't know that spiders died when they laid their eggs.
Mm-hmm. Didn't see Charlotte's Web.
I still have never seen Charlotte's Web.
Ooh, yeah, you gotta see Charlotte's Web. That's a good one. Yes, you can see the remake if you want. It doesn't matter which version. Calm down. I'm not against all remakes, just the one with the...
Okay, you guys heard it. You heard it. He's not against all remakes, just the...
Just the Disney ones. I don't like Disney live-action remakes. If any of you come from my old channel, you know this. Oh, you know it well. But that will be a running gag of this channel, is to bash the Disney live-action remakes.
They are
any chance
pretty
I
terrible.
get. So if you have a problem with that, you might not want to stick around. This might not be the place for you.
Stick around and tell us in the comments why you think they're good movies. Because
But I don't want to argue.
I don't. Well, I'm in this channel too, and I want to hear.
All right, fine.
Because okay, so here's the difference. He hates all of them, pretty much everything about them. I can see some good things in them. I'm not a fan. I wouldn't say that I'm a fan at all, but there are good things that they offer. So I'm curious to hear what like other people think about them as well.
All right, fair enough.
I'll handle those comments.
You'll handle that. All right.
So if you guys get like a mean comment, that's him. But don't worry, I'll come back and let you know.
I'm not mean. I just go into like heavy detail as to like why I hate them. So it's just like, I like this. Here's a novel of why you're wrong.
A 3-page paragraph. That's fun. I don't like the rock flip that they do.
The animation, or just because it throws you off balance?
Oh, it throws me off balance, and it like throws you back in the timeline. It's just annoying.
Yeah, it can.
It's frustrating. There's no way to avoid it.
It's okay. We're vulnerable to fire. Kill it with fire.
Get out of here.
Yeah, this is a very weird area. The spider is just like, kill it with fire. No, lightning. Kill it with lightning.
Huh? I would say that is an unusual feature, is like, at the beginning of any battle, you can always go to the menu, change your oculi, adjust it however you need to adjust it. But the enemies that you face aren't always vulnerable to the same elements. So it's like, you'd think like, okay, you're in a water area, you should choose something that, the lightning.
Yes.
So put the oculi, the lightning on her sword, and you're golden. But then they throw like random fire vulnerable monsters in there as well, and it's like,
that's kind of aggravating.
So you can't utilize the oculi in your weapon to the best of your capabilities because the monsters.
Yeah, because like you see and it's just like, oh, that's a water enemy, I'll use thunder.
Yeah.
And then there's like a fire prick up his ass that's just
and then
like
you're just
hiding.
like, damn it.
And it's like, well, I only have 2 characters and there's 3 enemies, so shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not the
So that they're not,
fan
they're
of
not
that.
all the same element. So I think that is one thing that I was like, I understand that adds a challenge to the game.
Yeah, but it also draws out some battles too.
Well, not only draws out battles, but it also, you lose a little bit of the importance of utilizing those oculi. Because it's like, okay, well, I can utilize it, but it's only really good for one.
Yeah, one of the 3 monsters.
Yeah. So it's like, pick your battles, I guess.
Which, like, right here, it's just like, well, pause again. Because that's the end of the episode.